everyone, in today's tutorial we're gonna cover a very important topic, which is how to wash your silicone molds. I basically ordered some resin art material and this is the condition of the molds that I received. So today I thought I'll wash them and also show you how I wash them. So if you ever face the same issue again, you know how to fix the molds and reuse them instead of just wasting them. So actually there's no rocket science behind this and you only need 2 ingredients for this. But yes, there are 2 secret tips I have for you that can be very helpful if you ever have to wash your silicone molds. It's my personal choice that I like to put gloves on whenever I'm working, especially because I have long nails, so I do not like to put my hands in water for so long because then my nails go bad. But there's also another reason, because I'm gonna use detergent in this process, and sometimes detergents can react with your skin and they can be very harmful for it. But I do know that artists do have some slight OCD symptoms in them and they do like to keep everything safe and sound, so I would suggest you to wear some gloves too. Anyway, once you're done, just take a tub of water and make sure that the water isn't too warm, because if the water is way too hot, it's gonna ruin your molds. I suggest that you simply use tap water. It's way much better. You simply need to fill it halfway up and then add a small amount of detergents and make some bubbles. You can have fun at this step if you want to. So while I'm putting my molds in this mixture, let me tell you how did I end up in this situation in the first place. So what happened is that I ordered some resin art material from a local vendor, and there were 2 kgs of golden crushed stones in it, and I'm not talking about the ordinary crushed stones. They are like very small particles, almost like a grainy structure. But when I received the order, one of the packets was open and this ruined all of the material and all of the molds that were in the package. So I think they put some mica powder or any other chemical in it to, color the stone. Whatever it was now all over the molds, all of the material, and there was no way I was gonna keep them like this. Coming back to the task I was doing, I've given it about 2 hours because I was very busy, but honestly it doesn't take that long. All you need to do is just keep them dipped in the water for at least 30 to 40 minutes and you should be good to go. Next step is to take a very small brush and just make sure that the bristles are not too harsh, because if it's a harsh brush you may end up with micro tears on the molds that may not be visible with the naked eye. You'll only realize it after making a product in it, because when you'll take it out it will not be as highly finished. So just use a soft brush. You don't need to worry about this if the mold is very simple, but if the cavities are way too small and if there are very small corners, you have to make sure that your soft brush goes into each corner and takes out every bit of paint or color or anything that's stuck in there, and you should be able to see the difference in the molds even after this step. And I've seen many artists that they stop after this step, but personally I don't think this should be the last step, because just think about it. You just took them out from a detergent water mixture, so there must be some detergent left on the mold. Just take another tub of water. What you need to do is simply dip them in the water. Make sure that water reaches everywhere. Literally each and every corner, each and every cavity of the mold should have access to the water. This way water will do most of the work for you. It will wash away all of the residue that was left behind by the detergent or any other impurities that were left behind. Now comes the most important part, and that is the time for my very important tips for you. So I've seen many resin artists and they suggest people to use a piece of cloth after they have taken their molds out of the water so that they can pat dry the molds. But personally I don't think that you should do this. The reason is that no matter how good your cloth is, there can be microfibers or lint in your piece of cloth, and sometimes they're not that visible with the naked eye and they can remain on your mold, and you won't even realize until you make a product in them, and when you're taking it out, that piece of fiber, that piece of fabric or the lint will be stuck in your product. Personally what I do is I just take out a piece of cloth, or it could be just a clean surface, and when you're taking your molds out of the water you just need to place them there and just let the air do its work. So right now if you talk about my area, it's 48 degrees Celsius here, so it's barely gonna take 20 to 30 minutes and my molds are gonna air dry. I know that. Personally I think instead of risking yourself with very tiny fabric particles left in your mold while you're drying it, it's better to just leave them there and air will do its work. Ideally this should be the end of it and you shouldn't have to do anything else. But if you want extra shine in your molds there, then you can use a small amount of isopropyl alcohol and put them on a piece of cloth. Just make sure that it's lint free, and you can just use that piece of cloth for the final wipe for your mold, and after the wiping you'll see that there is a certain amount of shine that's coming from your mold. I think it should do the trick. Personally I do not use this last step very often. I think I've used it once or twice before, but again it's your personal preference. For me my molds just turned out fine, so I skipped this step even this time. Do try these easy steps to wash your molds at home and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about them. Bye for now.